Okay, I'm Kathy Walker-Johnson with CWJ Marketing. Kathy West with Windermere has joined me. We're doing a little bit of in-person, well, no, I should say Zoom training on a couple things that I get a lot of questions about. So thank you again, Kathy, for being my guinea pig. Today, what I'm going to show you is how to order your templates. Now, there's definitely lots of resources out there that are available for printing. And what I'm always looking at is low cost and good quality. And I find that a company called MagCloud is really great for this. They do really good quality paper. The colors are great. And the printing just always looks stellar, absolutely amazing. I actually have one right here that I can kind of show, but so after printing all kinds of, oh yeah, of course, because it's, yeah, sorry, I'll put it right here. There we go. After printing all kinds of resources and templates and everything, I've just found that they are the best. There is Custom Express out there, which is offered by Windermere for those of you that are Windermere clients. That's also available. The paper's thinner, and I would say that this quality is much better. The other thing that I love about this is it's digital printing, so you don't have to have a minimum. So you could literally just order one. And one thing that I always recommend is once you've customized your templates to how you want them, just order one of each. Get them in the mail, review it all, make your edits, then go back and update the templates, and then order a big quantity from there. The other thing I can also just like lessons learned is that I constantly am changing my templates. Something else, like someone will, ask a question, I'm like, oh, that's a really good thing. I should make sure I have that in my seller guide. And so I don't order a lot because you can order them so if so you can order them so frequently, but in low quantities. So this one, the buyer and seller guide, I think it averages about $2 to $2.50 each, depending on how many you print. So I do recommend working with them. The one thing that I can tell you that I get a question a lot is that this is actually just a titch smaller than an actual 8.5 by 11. You see how the height is different there. And that's because that allows for full bleed. Full bleed is when you have a photo that goes all the way directly off of the page here. And it's a design aesthetic that a lot of people like. And so you can't do that if you're going to be printing in the full size. So it's just a little bit smaller. I actually like it a little bit smaller because it also kind of nestles really nicely into a pocket folder too. So any questions about why I love MagCloud?
Wow, I can't wait to use it.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you how to order. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we're going to go over to MagCloud, and I originally found them because they are known as like a photographer resource for like printing pricing guides and stuff like that. So that's why I originally found them. Okay, so I'm actually already logged in here, but I'm going to go ahead and click on create.
I am just looking at your Dropbox folder.
Oh, well, that doesn't work. Let's try this again. How about now?
There.
Okay, great. So we're at magcloud.com, and I'm going to go ahead and we're on the home page. I'm already logged in, and you just have to click on create. And then from here, you're going to do upload a PDF. Now, the one thing about this is that if you were to go in and fully customize your template, and let's say you deleted a page, this isn't going to work. It has to be an even number of pages so that every single page front to back is printed. So I'm just going to say seller guide here. Product type doesn't matter. As they say, this is just for us. They just want to know. So probably just so that when they're looking at what are their, what's printing most frequently or something. I don't know. So, and then you're going to go ahead and upload a PDF. So you're going to choose a PDF. Now, the one thing that I had mentioned in another training that I can share with you is that you want to make sure that when you are exporting your templates, that you do it in print quality for when you're going to print one of these templates. as opposed to just regular quality. Okay, so I'm gonna go do buyer blue. No, let's just do seller strategy. So this is one that I already have created for another client. So it's just working its way up. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes. The other thing I really like about MagCloud is actually the quality of the paper. I'm a big touchy-feely kind of a person, and if it's like a flimsy piece of paper, it just isn't fun. So I do like that the quality of the paper is nice and thick as well. The other thing that I'm going to always recommend is that you print everything at once, because they do use different printers. And I've had sometimes where I printed the same document 2 separate times and the colors aren't the same. And so make sure that when you're going to print your templates, make sure to do everything, the seller strategy, the buyer blueprint, the buyer brainstorm, like all of those things at one time, so it all matches when you get it. Okay, so this is going to be very common. It's going to say the bleeds are incorrect. And the reason is for this is because I designed the product as an 8.5 by 11, but obviously this is an 8.25 by 10.75 in size. So you're going to just continue with this PDF and ignore the message there.
So there's no text that falls into that area that's going to be cut off in any.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And I'll show you and you can kind of double check it for yourself. So it's putting this upload. The one thing I can also tell you is that if you have used a photo that is a low resolution, it will also let you know that as well. And so that's where you want to make sure that all the photos, if you like, all the photos I use are high res. But if you are using something that you pick that, let's say you like downloaded it from the MLS from an old listing or something, that's not going to work, and it will come out grainy, and it'll tell you that it's going to be grainy. Okay, so it's saying that it's great, it's well done, and now we're going to create with this PDF. Okay, so it's there. So now I can see the preview of what it's looking like. So, okay, none of this is cut off. The logo's not cut off, so that looks good. And then you can go through every page to see and ensure that nothing is cut off here. Okay, so that all looks good. You know, the photo's cut off, but that's what it's supposed to do. Everything else, this will be fine.
Okay.
So yeah, so you can just kind of go through and just make sure that every single page looks good, that this looks like it matches up. This is a custom guide that I did for Tony Neal, who is in Montana. So that's that. Okay, so everything looks good. So now I'm going to decide, okay, how many do I want to do? So I'm going to do 20. Okay, so this is $2.40. There is discounts. You can see if you click on discounts, it'll tell you if you order, 10 to 50, then you get the 15% off there. So I would say I stick in that area just because I often tend to change things. So, and then you just click buy now. And that's going to go into your cart. And then you're going to go through and do the same process for everything. You don't need to click magazine or anything like that, because it's automatically going to pick it for you. So the other thing I can show you is we're going to go ahead and order the buy and sell simultaneously form, because yeah, go ahead.
Question.
Yeah.
When you're picking the format, a lot of times they talks about the binding. You don't need to worry about the binding either, right?
No, and it should, see if it went, I do the stitch binding, which is
Stitch binding. Okay.
Let's see. I think because of the size and everything, it saddle stitch binding.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's there's not enough pages to do like a glue.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one did automatically chose saddle stitch. Okay. So now we're gonna go. Okay, any questions about doing the guides?
No.
Okay. So then now what I'm going to do is upload the double-sided buy and sell at the same time. And also when you create an account and everything, I mean, I can I'm just totally going to ignore that because it doesn't matter anyways. You want to create an account so it will store everything there for you so
Mm,
that you can go back, and if you're just like, okay, I just need a quick reorder, I don't need to change anything, it'll be there for you.
nice.
Okay, so again, it's saying that the bleeds are incorrect, and that's totally okay. It's because it's a larger format, and we're going to proceed with this PDF.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to hit create. Okay, so it's all loaded up there. We can see the front has everything looks good, and then the back, everything looks good too. Now, the one thing I'm going to show you that is unique about MagCloud, you will always have this little teeny icon here, and there's nothing you can do about it. I just choose to just be okay with it. I think they use that to determine like who's who, what's what, and who is this order going to. It's a very small QR code, so just know that that's there, and there's no way to get rid of it.
Okay.
Okay. So this is 12 cents a copy, and it says both sides are coded. And then there's, I think, more information on coding there. And then you can then decide, how many you want. And then this shows the discount. And then you can order it there.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to get busy and order some things.
Yeah. And the other thing I'll tell you is that they actually print really fast. And they also are really good at guaranteeing their work. So this is an example of, because I'm super picky, it's hard to see, but when they packaged this, the edge was bent. And I reached out to customer service and I complained, and they reprinted everything and resent it all to me.
Nice.
So I do appreciate that if there's ever issues, they handle it really well. And they're also really fast. I mean, I usually get stuff within like a week of ordering you don't need to rush ship anything unless you're like, I have to have this by tomorrow. But it's usually quite fast and efficient. So
So is that who you use for flyers also?
no, for flyers, I just print in office.
Okay.
Yeah. I just, and usually that's because we just don't have enough time, because we get our photos. We're usually so slammed with our schedules and stuff that I'll use Custom Express if it's like a higher end listing and we have the time to print before we go to market. But sellers just, take their sweet time and
Okay.
keep us on our toes until the moment we list.
So true. So true. And then they want us to jump immediately.
Of course they do. Yeah. So what are you looking most forward to with the templates?
I love the fact that it looks so unique, and
Mm.
it's very simple, but it covers all of the basics. It's super readable format, super clean, beautiful design. So I'm excited to share it with people. I've already used it. I printed it in-house
Yeah.
for a couple people that have come in before I've ordered.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to get them printed professionally.
Good. Good. Well, certainly reach out to me if you have any other questions. I'm happy to do another Zoom recording. Thanks for being my guinea pig so that we can put this out there for everyone.
Certainly. I'm looking forward to having the recording that I can refer to.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording.